Good morning, everyone. What's going on? Today's October 26th. It's a Monday, and it is 34 degrees out and raining here in upstate New York. It is cold. Winter is right around the corner. They were actually calling for snow today, which it might turn into rain or it might turn into snow. It's cold enough, but we've been pretty warm the last few days. And we're supposed to be pretty warm the rest of the week, so if we do get any, it'll just be a snowfall. It won't be any accumulation. I'm not expecting to be out plowing at all this early, but it is cold and it is wet out. I am on my way to get this is probably my last snowplow contract that I'm gonna have signed for the year. I've already got about 15 accounts, and I'm waiting to hear from a homeowners association, which would be really nice to add on as the final touch, and get ready for plow season. So should be right around the corner. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm kind of not. I mean, no one likes winter. No one likes winter, but it's a nice opportunity to make some money, do something different, switch it up. So I'll be doing some shoveling a little bit, depending on what kind of winter we get. Might be doing some shoveling off roofs. I already got one of my plow accounts. It's from out of state. He's from Massachusetts. It's kind of a vacation home here, if you will. And he hired me to plow his driveway, and then in the back of his property, he's got a little apartment that someone rents out. So I got to clear out that area. But he asked me, he said, every once in a while we get some pretty good ice jams in the back. And on the roof line there headed towards the gutters, he said if he sees it, or if I see it while I'm plowing, to just go ahead, take care of it, and then I can bill him. So that's kind of nice. If I start seeing ice jams at his place and other places around, you guys know me, I'll probably throw out an ad to remove ice jams. So I'm kind of looking forward to this winter and just kind of seeing what we can make work. The plowing is going to get us through the season, get us ready for spring, and then if we can find a few other money makers along the way, I'm going to be checking that out. So I'll let you guys know. But I think it was the last video I had mentioned the Facebook group that we are starting. Got a lot of good feedback from you guys. I thank you about that. A lot of guys are excited. Probably got 10, 15 emails like the first couple of days of guys asking questions. You guys can see in the comments, some guys are saying, heck yeah, let me know when you get going. So that is going to be coming soon, probably in the next week or two. My email is going to be down in the description below again. Any of you guys that are interested, please show your interest either in a comment or in an email to me. If you guys have questions about what is going to be going on in the group, you can email me that as well or leave a comment. But please do either one. If you're not interested, if you think it's stupid, leave that too. But this kind of helps me. I mean, everything I do is based off of you guys. The videos that I put, the information that I put in them. This whole group is to help you guys. So in the comments, you guys, sometimes you ask me how to do this, how to do that, how do I quote this building, how do I quote this job, and I can't answer those questions the way that I want to over YouTube. It doesn't provide that kind of platform. On Facebook, we can sit there and literally talk in a chat back and forth, second by second. Anybody who's in the chat, I'm going to be giving my phone number. We can schedule times, do hour-long talks if we need to get you guys set up. Those of you who asked me to estimate jobs for you, I do a lot of my estimates, one, based off of my area, what I know I can get here, and then I also base my estimates a lot off of just looking at it. In the beginning, I was trying to help myself out, and I used some square footage and price per square foot. Now I just look at the building. I know how long it's going to take me. I know how long or how much I want to make, and I go from there. So in the group, you guys can post one picture, or you guys can post 20 pictures of a property. Send it to me, and I can help you out. I can help you out with equipment setup and just all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have things like this are going to be readily available in there. The plow contracts, how to customize them, how to get the information in there that you want. I'm putting together proposals for commercial estimates and basically proposals for apartment buildings, commercial complexes, how to get your name out there in a professional way. I know this summer I spent a lot of time trying to get in touch with property managers and stuff of that nature, and it's very hard to find the information to get to the right guy. When you do get to the right guy or woman, you got to be able to give them your information, quick, concise, professional, real quick, because they're busy, and you don't know what other kind of sales calls they're getting. At the end of the day, that's kind of what we're doing. We're selling ourselves and our service. So gonna have some proposals in there. I'm gonna be sharing my ads that I put on Facebook. Those are all gonna be in the group for you guys to slap your own logo on there. They're tried and true, they work. Mailers are huge. I'm gonna be hooking you guys up with my guy that makes the mailers, my design, some of my pictures to send out. So it's gonna be nice. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in the group, and I'm gonna be able to provide a lot more to you guys in a much more personal setting, and I think it's gonna be a lot more helpful to you guys, one-on-one question and answer, stuff that I wish that I had when I got started. It's all gonna be in that group. So enough about that. Thanks for tuning in through that so far. The main reason that we are shooting a video today is for one of my subscribers, Terry Alexander. Messaged me the other day on an older video about Home Advisor, was asking if I liked it, why I use it, and he had some concerns of his own about that, about Home Advisor. He was saying, well, I canceled twice, I didn't like it, there's a minimum of $1,000 a month, I forget exactly what else he was saying, but he asked if I could make a video about my experience with Home Advisor, which I do have one already, but I'll do a little touch up here. And then he wanted a video about how I deal with my Home Advisor leads. So first things first, Home Advisor is an absolutely incredible tool. I myself tried to cancel it in the beginning. When I signed up, they called me. I was really eager to get leads, get jobs, and I signed right up over the phone, gave them my credit card. I think it's like $200, $250 a year. And then every single month, you get leads. They just get sent to you. Some days I get 2 leads, some days I get 5 leads, some days I don't get any leads. But every time you get a lead, you pay Home Advisor like $15 to like $25, whether you get it or not, whether you actually close the deal or not. So if that lead goes to 10 guys, then they're going to get a $15 fee from all 10 guys. All 10 guys are going to pay $15 to Home Advisor, and then one of those guys is going to close the job and go have a $200 or $500 or $1,000 job, and they're not going to care about that $10 or $15 that they paid to Home Advisor. And that's basically how Home Advisor works. So you pay an annual fee, and then you pay, let's just say $25 a lead. So that's really good. It's cost effective, but you want to make sure you're hanging on top of your leads. You're calling them and you're getting those jobs so you can offset the leads. Now, I have my Home Advisor set up for my radius, my area that I want to cover. It's about 50 miles, I think, about an hour drive, the farthest, one way. I have it set up for, I'll get notifications about gutter cleaning, soft washing, roof washing, power washing, and now because we're in snow season, I have snow plowing, snow removal on there. And I get leads all the time. So that $200 annual fee that I paid is long covered. All the lead fees that I get are long covered. All the lead fees that I paid for jobs that I didn't get, I don't even care about. It doesn't matter. $25 here, there. Before I made this video, before I left the house this morning, I went to my Excel sheet. That's another thing that's going to be in the group, is the Excel sheet that I use. I tallied up all of the money, all the jobs that I've made from Home Advisor leads so far this year. And that has come out to be like $15,000, $15,500 I think it was, just from Home Advisor leads. So with 15,000, let's just call it $15,000 in revenue from Home Advisor, I don't care about that $200 fee that I pay every year, the membership fee. 15,000 minus 200, it's a business expense. I don't care about it. It's all a write-off, guys. That's another thing. We're gonna have a video about that pretty soon, about writing stuff off. Everything that you pay for advertising, and it will keep it specific to Home Advisor. All those lead fees, that annual membership is all a write-off. It's all tax. It's all a write-off against your income when you start paying your taxes the year. So don't worry about that. It's a cost of getting that business. If you don't pay that fee to Home Advisor, you're not going to get that business. And when you do get that business, you're going to put the money in your pocket and you're going to write off your fees against that income. So it's well worth it. So that's just to show you that, yes, I tried to cancel it. Yes, I didn't like it. Yes, you're paying lead fees, but yes, the income that you can potentially make off of that 15 or off of those leads is going to be way more than you're going to pay in lead fees, and then you're just going to write it off anyway. It's also actually pretty, it's also probably higher than 15,000 because a lot of my plowing, a lot of the plow accounts that I've gotten this year, I have 15, I mean, maybe half of them came from Home Advisor. And my plow accounts are anywhere from $475 is the minimum, and my most expensive one is $1,500 for the season. And I believe that $1,500 one came from Home Advisor, and a lot of the $475 ones came from Home Advisor. Where I'm going right now to get this contract signed, it's $550 for the season, and that was from Home Advisor. So the lead fees, I don't really care about them. I don't pay attention to them. I don't pay attention to the ones that I don't get. I'll get billed for it, and I just don't care. But Home Advisor is really good. You'll get a text message, a phone call from Home Advisor, and it'll say, in your area, someone is looking for a pressure washing of their house. It'll give their name. It'll give an area to text them, call them, email them. All their information's in there. Home Advisor collects all this information from them. There's a little box where there's a map. It's very similar to Google Maps. It actually might be Google Maps integrated. You click on it, takes you right to the house. You can street view it. You can look at it from an aerial view. I do all my estimates as much as I can from Google Maps. I don't want to be spending gas and wasting time driving around doing that stuff. So I do it all on Google Maps. I get a price. I shoot them an email. So this is kind of the important part. This is what Terry Alexander was asking for. How do I handle these leads? So this is basically what I do. I find their information, I figure out what they want, and I look at their house on Google Maps. Figure out how long it's going to take me. I figure out what I want to charge. And I also look at my calendar right away so I can figure out when I can do it. So when I reach out to this customer, I have the price, I know what the job looks like, and I have an estimate on when I can do it. Now, that when I tell them that I can do it, doesn't mean that's when I have to link up with their schedule, but it's professional and it cuts out a lot of back and forth. They can come back right away and say, nope, your price is too high, or yes, I like your price, and yes, that date works, or no, this date doesn't work, but this date works for me, doesn't work for you. So you can kind of shorten up your interaction with the client and just hammer that deal and get it done. Once I send out that message, typically what I do is I send a text. So I'll send a text message with all that information. I'll copy and paste it. Then I go to the email logo. I go and click email. I have an email set up for my business account. It has my business name. I click email. I paste that text message into the email, and I send them the email. And then, depending on what time of day that I'm doing this, I'll get on my phone. I'll press the phone icon, and I will call them. I will do all three every single time. You're either going to get, sometimes the text messaging thing doesn't work, or they didn't put their info in for text message, or they don't get it. They signed up with a landline. Sometimes they don't check their email, or they don't check their email for a day or two. A lot of Home Advisor customers, a lot of Home Advisor customers are elderly. A lot of people that are calling for you to do their gutters, to plow their driveway, to do anything at their house washing. They're elderly. They can't do it themselves, or they don't want to do it themselves. I know a lot of very able elderly guys that I worked for this summer that are more than capable. They can probably outwork me any day of the week, but they don't want to go up the ladder. They're not doing the ladder. They'll kick your ass on the ground, but they don't want to go up high. You're going to get a lot of stuff from Home Advisor for elderly people, so they might not text and they might not check their email. So you want to do all three, and you want to call them. Get them on the phone, explain your process, leave a message, whatever it is. That's very important, is to do all three. In the beginning, I wasn't doing all three. I was kind of nervous, I was timid, and I was only sending text messages because I felt that I could handle a rebuttal about my price, a rebuttal about whatever, handle any questions that they had over text. It would give me time to think. Now I do all three. I prefer to be on the phone because I can control the conversation. I can control their fears, their questions. They're worried about bleach. They're worried about plants. They're worried about the windows, the dogs, whatever, the cars in the driveway, the height of the ladder. I can control all that, and I can talk them through how I do it and how everything's going to be fine. It's going to be great. It's going to be okay. So you want to make sure you're calling all three. Once you do that, there's a button above their lead name on Home Advisor, and there's a drop down, and it's basically a progress selector. You can select that you sold to them and you closed the job, you did not win the job, you're in the selling phase, you're just an initial contact. So that way, when you look at your leads from Home Advisor, if you look through your phone and you have 5, 6, 10 of them, you can see, all right, this one's selling, this one is I'm in the progress. This was just an initial. I reached out to them, so it keeps it nice and clean, nice and easy to look at. When you close a job, or when you close a job that you win, or you close a job that you didn't win, you can select those options, and it takes it out of your active feed. So the only ones that are in your feed are the ones that you're still trying to close on, the ones that you're still trying to contact, and the ones that you're trying to finish up. So you want to be doing that kind of stuff. Make it nice and neat. Make it nice and make it so you know where you're going and who you still need to contact. Next thing you want to do is wait a day. Wait a day or two. Maybe waiting 2 days is a lot. Then you want to go back and you want to call them again, and you want to email them again, and you want to text them again. I've had guys that have gotten back to me 5 days later, and they said, "Thank you so much for reaching out to me and calling me. I put that lead in there. I wanted to do this, and my brother did this, and my sister did this, and my mother needed this, and work was crazy. I don't really care, but I got in contact with you 5 days later, and that's what's important to me." You want to make sure you check up on the leads. These guys are getting, every time that lead goes out, I'm sending them an email, I'm sending them a phone call, and I'm sending them a text. 10 other guys in the area are sending them a phone call, they're sending them a text, they're sending them a text message. So you want to make sure that you're doing it too. You don't want these other guys to beat you out because they're all doing it. And trust me, these guys, you want to do it quick. The second that you get that notification, Mary Lou in so-and-so town wants pressure washing. As soon as you see that lead, stop what you're doing. I stop halfway up a ladder before. I take my mask off if I'm spraying. I will literally stop in the middle of everything that I'm doing, on a ladder, on a roof, digging a hole, if I'm putting in gutter, down a drain gutter. I don't care what it is. I don't care what's on my hands. I stop what I'm doing, and I respond to that because I want to beat everyone. I've gotten a lot of jobs from Home Advisors because I was the first one. They don't even care. I've had people tell me that they didn't care. They said they immediately got so many calls and text messages that they just didn't want to deal with it. They picked the first guy, and you're going to have a lot of people that are like that. So you want to be quick, and you want to be competitive, and you want to be repetitive. You want to make sure you call and get your name out there. So I am here at where I got to drop off the plow. I know that wasn't the greatest. I was driving, trying to do a bunch of things, but I think that's pretty helpful. If it's not, let me know. We can do it again. But basically, that's what you want to do. You want to get on Home Advisor. You want to get your name out there, but you have to be persistent, and you want to call these leads. That's basically all there is to it. You get the notification, you call them, you make sure you stay on top of them until they either say, "Yes, I hire you," and then you put them on your calendar, or they say, "No, I went with someone else," or "I don't want the job done anymore," and you hit completed, not won job, or did not win job, and move it out of your way and just keep going. Just keep going. It took me probably a week or so to get into the groove of closing deals, so don't be turned off by it. Don't be discouraged. I signed up, and within like the first 2 weeks, I had leads coming in. I was paying for leads, and I was not closing jobs. And I called Home Advisor, and I tried to quit. I was mad. I was upset. And I was saying, I'm trying to start a new business. This is new to me. Here you guys are charging me money for leads that I'm not even closing on. It's just costing me money, and I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I'm a new business. I got to watch where my dollar's going. And the lady, honestly, was actually making me mad. She would not let me cancel. She was like, well, what if we do this? How about we do this? And I was actually getting really, really frustrated, and I was kind of losing, I was losing my cool a little bit. And she was like, listen, I deal with guys like you all the time. This is new. You're going to be good. You're going to be great at this. And she said, I'm going to credit you 5. I think I had like 7 leads that I didn't win. And she's like, I'm going to credit you 5 of them. I can't credit you all of them. Our system won't let me, but I'm going to credit you 5 of them. And if you please just stay, you're going to be thankful. I was really annoyed. I said, okay. And I got off the phone, and I don't know where I would be if I had canceled it. I mean, 15,000 is a really big chunk. Oh, and that's 15,000 over 6 months. My wash season started April 22nd. So let's just call it May. Let's just call it May. May, June, July, August, September, and we are in October 26th right now. That's 6 months. That's $15,000 in 6 months just off of Home Advisor. So I do Facebook, I do mailers, and towards the end of the summer when I had a name out there and stuff like that, you'll get referrals, and you'll get guys that hired you for the roof wash to come back and plow, or the guy that hired you for the house wash to come back and do your gutters. So it kind of picks up the more you get your name out there. But if I had canceled that right away, or I had just never signed up, I would have been really, really, really disappointed. One thing that you guys need to have in mind, in order to sign up for Home Advisor, I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you have to have an actual registered either LLC or DBA. You have to have a sole proprietor set up, some kind of legal business name. I'm pretty sure you need to have that. But again, I set up an LLC for myself. It was like $300. I did it with LegalZoom. They set up my name for me, gave me all the documents, registered with the state. All my insurance is under my name. My bank accounts are under the business name. And that $300 to set up LegalZoom is another Home Advisor. Or I'm sorry, another Home Advisor, another write-off. So make sure you guys sign up for that stuff. Try it out for yourself. Give it a shot. See if you like it. It's made me a lot of money. And you can also kind of customize it. So now that it's cold, all the power washing stuff is kind of coming to an end. I stopped my season a little early because I had some other stuff I had to get ready for. You can turn off the leads for power washing. Right now, all I have on is gutter cleaning and snow removal. And once I get to my peak on snow removal, once I don't want to take any more clients, I'm going to turn that off. I'm not going to pay any more leads for that until April. So it'll be good. But I really like Home Advisor. That's how you handle it. That's how you get in there. You get your jobs done. You reach out to the clients, give them your quote, and get them on your calendar. It's really pretty easy. You're going to, I think you're going to make more money using Home Advisor. But again, have that Excel sheet, or use an Excel sheet like the one that I use. Every job I go on, every $100 I make, every $300 I make, every $500 I make is tagged, whether it was Home Advisor, Facebook, mailer, referral, repeat customer, and then it's all broken out in another area, so I can look and say, Facebook has made me this much, Home Advisor's made me this much, the mailers have made me this much, referrals have made me this much. And you want to have that information because it's going to help you grow your business. So I gotta go get this contract signed, get some money cash in my hand, and then we're gonna be done. That's all I gotta do today. All I gotta do today is collect this money, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and then find something to do. So we'll see you later.